Should be live momentarily. I gotta plug in my hard wires.
Welcome. It's like a 10-second delay. Jane's plugging shit in right now.
Yeah, I should be good now. That would have been a rough stream without it. We would have lost connection and all that good stuff. But I was like, why is everything looking so glitchy? But now I'm hardwired. Everything's rocking and rolling. Should be good. Should be live. Should be ready. Alright. I got game up. Facebook stream over here. Game right there. I'm not allowed to have audio, but it's fine. It's all good. No worries. No problems. Alright. Let me turn myself down.
Hey, at least we got a good game to watch.
Facts. Nice. I can hear you coughing. Perfect. Yeah, I think I bet the over. I don't remember what it was, like 43 or something like that. And like this is exactly what I expected, like 20 at halftime kind of thing. And yeah, just going touchdown for touchdown. At one point it slowed down. It was 10-7. It started to slow down. I put on the baseball game, started watching the baseball game. I had the football game on my phone. I scrolled out, like went to Facebook or something. Mixed the next two drives. I get two back-to-back things that were like touchdown. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm coming back. See, I was 17-14, just like that.
Yeah.
Where are you at? How much time do you have?
10:30. Kirk Cousins almost threw that pick.
Okay. Heard that. Oh, yeah. Hello, whoever else is in there. Oh, shit, my thing still does that.
I didn't get any alerts of who was watching with me.
Yeah, I didn't see one either to figure out it. I know sometimes I have to like refresh it multiple times to get it to tell me, but it's at least there. Who this? What's up, Scott? Appreciate you, sir. You watching Thursday Night Football? Old ass Mr. Kirk Cousins out here.
You like that?
You like that? You like that? I think they were talking about him earlier and how he went from Washington to Minnesota to Atlanta. And in my head, I was like, I feel like he's played for like 5 or 6 teams. Like, yeah. I felt like he played for the Chargers or the Jets. Like, I felt like he followed like the McCown and like those other guys. And like, he wasn't. Like, he was barely on Minnesota and then out in Atlanta now. Ooh.
Yeah.
Was he down or no? Yeah, I'm excited for this, for the Falcons to be like a decent team. They're one of those teams that are just fun to watch whenever they're going, like things are going well. They have cool jerseys. They have a loud stadium.
You're echoing. Oh, that's my fault. Your stream restarted, and it started playing again through my ear.
When you refresh the Facebook page. Yeah, okay, you had me nervous. I was like, oh man, here we go. So far, no tech issues tonight.
Yeah, we Gucci.
Also, as usual, anybody that's watching, appreciate you. Like and subscribe. But, you know, we're like a month out still from being able to go live from the actual Cup of Sports page. So, very excited to be able to do so. Make it official.
There we go.
Yeah, I was watching. I was pretty intrigued by the baseball game. As I looked it up and I saw there was only one game on, I was like, all right, I'll watch it. And I was pretty locked in, even for a 0-0 game. Like, I can see where the anticipation and the intensity comes from, but I can also see how I don't care about the first 150 games. Like, just show me the play. Like, I don't give a shit about that at all. Like, playing the same team day after day. Like, even at one point, like, I was like, damn. And Kaylee was like, why are you watching this? Isn't there football on tonight? And I was like, yeah, I'm watching on my phone. This is almost over. And then I'm going to watch the football game. And she was just like, okay. And like kept watching stuff on her phone. And then like a couple minutes later, I said something. And I was like, oh, I was going to get a home run with 2 on base. And she was like, oh, so now you like baseball? And I was like, look, I was like, it's playoffs, so I'll watch anything. And I was like, but like, this is kind of interesting. And I was like, plus, I just kind of
When
want
there's
to.
something on the line, like a game three winner,
Yeah, yeah,
the winner
that's
moves on,
yeah.
loser goes home.
Elimination
Yeah,
game is word sports porn for my ears. Like that is yeah. Elimination game. I'm watching anything. I don't care. Somebody's fighting for their life to stay. Like yeah, let me see a little bit of that. Go get in bed right now.
What are these?
I don't know. Put it on the table. Go get in bed. Mommy just put you in bed. Go, go.
I just had it.
Goddamn kid. Kaylee, I just heard her up there talking to him, so he waited for her to go to bed and then said, all right, now I'm going to go down and see Dad that I heard her door shut. So I felt somebody behind me and I was like, what the hell? It's always Mackie, too. Joe is out immediately. Kindergarten whoops his ass and he home, and as soon as he's in bed, dude, he's out. Mackie takes a nap at daycare, so bedtime he just wants to watch another movie. He wants a snack. He's hungry. He wants an extra round of hugs and kisses. Like he is just. He came down. He said, "Look, I found this." There's a piece of fuzz in his hand. He said, "What do you want me to do with it?" I found it. I said, "Go to bed." He said, "But what do I do with it?" I said, "Put it on the table. Go to bed." He said, "Well, what is it?" I said, "Mac, go to bed."
yeah. I haven't quite hit that stage yet.
Yeah. She's
She
still.
doesn't have a daycare, but she's still tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
She's
go to
small
bed.
enough to wear her out. Like you have the option to be like, let's go do this thing that'll make her tired. Like I don't have that anymore. Like
Tonight with swim lessons.
yeah, see anything like that, yeah, it's enough to just completely tear the energy out. Like these two, dude, it's you need and you have to have a commitment of hours to get them to wear out. And it's like let's go for a hike for 3 miles. Yeah, they do. I've got them conditioned pretty well though. Like, and I didn't even realize I was like doing it until I'm in situations like that where like we're on the boardwalk walking or we're doing whatever and they're like keeping up and stuff. I'm like, oh, thank God we've done so much walking. I'm like,
Yeah.
they have no problem with it. They're never like, my legs are tired. Like we don't really get to that point. Let's see, we had a sad moment today. We were cleaning out the garage. We might be getting rid of the double stroller. She was like, yeah, but we might still use it. And I was like, when the hell are we going to put the two of them? I was like, they're grown men. I was like, they're months away from having a license. I was like, when are we putting them in a stroller, dude? I was like, we only ever really do it at Hershey Park or like huge indoor places or like the beach. And I was like, none of that's even coming up for 6 or 8 months. And I was like, so
Right.
like now you look at their age now plus 6 or 8 months. I was like, we're not using that.
That's wild.
Yeah, it happens fast. And I was like, oh, they'll be in this stroller forever. And now Joe's like, what's up, dog? I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, and like him going to school, me getting called Mr. Bartles. Like, they call me, like, is this Mr. Bartles? And I'm like, I fucking guess. I'm like, that's what you want to call me. Like, sure.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, yes. I prefer
Yeah,
you.
like, do you want to be on first name basis with?
Yeah. It's not even first name. Like, can you just call me and be like, hey, yo, DJB? And I'm like, what up, dog? And they're like, your kid was bad at school today. And I'm like, word. And then we'll just talk about it. Like, I really hate the whole, is this Mr. Bartles?
Yeah.
Yeah, the baseball game was solid tonight. I'm going to take a look at that. So, MLB playoffs. So we have Mets, Phillies.
Stream's up on the stream, right?
Didn't know that. I'll switch that so we stay up there. I didn't even think about that.
It's alright. I mostly just didn't want to see us get kicked off for Facebook for something stupid.
Yeah, no, good call. I did that last time too, where you said something. I was like, wait, what? What did I do? Yeah, and then. All right, yeah. So then, for a minute, I panicked.
Join ESPN. Ow.
Yeah, I have that moment too where I always panic and I'm like, oh my god, did I leave out my OnlyFans account that I don't have? Like right away, as soon as I'm like, I just streamed something live. Am I in trouble? I'm like, this is the word. Like where I panic. And I'm like, I have nothing to hide. Why would it matter at all? But I'm a grown up. It's okay. All right. So anyway, so we have Tigers, who I saw had a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs at some point in the season because I guess their best player got hurt. And so they were expected to just suck. And then the rest of the team was like, nah, fuck that. You wasted money on him. Let's be real good. So Tigers beat the Astros. They're in. They're playing the Guardians. Fucking dumb. And then the Royals beat the Orioles, which is
Should be a cool series. Detroit versus Cleveland.
yeah. I feel like that's a dogfight. Like that's two shitty
Yeah.
cities. Like yeah, that's One of those. Yeah, it's like one of those. Like both of them really need
That's
this.
not where I was going with that. But
Okay, I thought that's where you were going with it. Like it's like a dogfight kind of thing. Like both teams really
like
need that
across the
win.
Great Lake from each other.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, local and such. Yeah, geographical matches.
Yeah.
Where did my football go? Right there. Okay. And then all right. So then Detroit Guardians, and then Royals and Yankees, Padres, Dodgers, and Phillies, Mets. Yeah, like I want the Phillies to win just so that all of you guys are happy and I get to see everybody excited. But then like also seeing the Mets win and seeing everybody pissed off and upset is like kind of funny too. Like there's always that aspect of it. Like that's kind of funny. To, like especially as like a new fan to just now for the first time in my life be able to watch the next 100 Facebook posts be like, the Phillies only fucking lost because of blah 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 blah. Me be like, I got that reference. I know what they're talking about. I watched the Mets beat the Brewers, so I know how this played out. Like I got this. But yeah, but at the same,
I was an Atlanta fan.
but yeah, at the same time, I don't want to be a hater. So I hope you guys kind of win. Damn, Kirk Cousins,
Allow me to nerd out for a minute.
315 and 2 touchdowns.
I saw some of the graphics packages for GTA 6.
Dude,
Looks amazing. But all I can think about is if they remade or made a new Midnight Club with those graphics, like how incredible the car customization was in those games.
Dude, so many.
With those graphics, like
They're remaking old movies. I need them to stop doing that and start remaking old games. I don't want remasters. I want that game again. Like do that game. Give me Need for Speed Underground. I want that experience.
3, yeah.
But
Need for Speed Underground 3.
yeah, but make it the original Need for Speed Underground. Let's call it 3, but make it the first one. But upgraded consoles, PC type stuff. Like yeah, like.
There you go, Chris.
And honestly, too, like it would never happen. Ooh, a little Ed Reed punch out.
Yeah.
What's that?
Peanut punch.
I was gonna say peanut punch. I was trying to think about. I kept saying Devin Hester in my head, and I was like, that's not the right side of the ball. I'm thinking defense.
Yeah.
And Charles Tillman.
Yeah. Remaster or remaking games.
Yeah, see, I feel like that would be something that they should do instead of remaking all these damn movies. Like, just remake old video games. Like, give us and also something that would never happen, but then making it like on a hard copy would be super sick. Like, just being like, nope, no digital copies. Come pick your shit up at GameStop like the good old days. I'd be like, okay, you got me. I'm coming. All right, you got me. Like, if they took the digital away, they would get me on a lot of these games. Like, if one of them was just like, nope, we're not doing digital. Come pick it up. I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
you got me.
Like, all right, I'll be there at midnight.
Yeah, I'd be like, that's fucking stupid. I'll see you Tuesday. Tuesday at 1 a.m. I'll be there. I'll have my grandma drive me just like old times. Dude, walking into those places and them going, you're not 18. Me going, my grandma brought me. And them going, she has to be in the store. And then me going, you don't want me to go out there and get her. You do not want me to go out there and tell her that you said that she has to come in. Here's her license. Take a good look at that photo and tell me that you want me to go make that woman hobble into the store. And literally 99 out of 100 times they went, you're good. I was like, yeah, I thought so. Give me that box of wine. I'm taking it out there.
This goes back to the conversation we had about the conversation was in person, but the conversation we had about like employees getting paid minimum wage to do
it's yes.
high-end jobs.
As a kid, you're like, a cashier would fight for their life over this Kit Kat I'm gonna steal, and then you realize you're the stoned cashier at some point going, I fucking hate this job. Steal 2. I don't give a shit, kid. Take 3. Take another one. Just don't do it while I'm looking. Like, yeah, you don't realize the flip side of things until you're an adult and you get beat up by life a little bit and you're like, those people don't fucking care. That's it. I'll never forget. If you take me to Harrisburg Airport, I could probably walk into like the security line there and tell you which line I was in and what seat the guy was sitting in. Dude, he was watching that monitor and he said, just like a couple of times, and his buddy like hit him. He was like, "Yeah," and like laughed about it, and then like turned and was like bullshit. And I'm watching stuff on the screen just slide by, and him not even looking. And I was like, "Okay, yeah, this is a problem."
Yeah.
So not only is this a problem, and my life is at risk, but I'm also gonna get through this flight with the weed that I have on board. So we're good. So this is like a win-lose, but it's fine. If we do go down, at least I have access to the weed that I got on board. Yeah, that was a learning lesson. Yeah, and then after that, it did like one Reddit dive, and I was like, oh, yeah, these people don't care. Ooh, Are we calling that a late hit? Is that what they're reviewing?
Yeah. They're not reviewing anything, but yeah.
Did they call it a late hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they called it unnecessary roughness.
Oh, yeah. I'm old school. We used to just say what they said. Dude, yeah, I feel like refs are so, like, lazy now. Like, their dialogue and their script is so, like, they come out and they're like, Tampa did, like, a holding thing, and so the ball is the other team's back a little bit. Like, it used to be so, like, official, and they were like, it is first. Like, they were so, like, tight about it. And now, yeah, dude, it was like dance moves, and now I feel like they're just like, some shit happened. First down. And it's like, what? You gotta be way more specific than that. I also wish I was still a kid and thought that, like, referees were, like, full-time paid positions and, like, were part of the league and weren't just dudes fucking around not on their yacht for a weekend. Like, I thought that these were, like, these people cared about the game and football and shit. Some of them are just out here snagging, like, an extra low-income fucking part-time paycheck.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I was considering becoming a basketball referee.
I've thought about doing stuff like that for, like, as kid sports, as the kids grow. I was like, why wouldn't I either do reffing or coaching and then just kind of, like, work my way up as they grow up? Like, I'm already in it. I'm doing it, so.
Yeah.
And as a fan, it's way easier to, like, want to understand.
Yeah.
$24.20.
So we're playing each other in fantasy this week, and not that matters, but
it matters because I forgot to set my lineup.
Nobody played tonight.
Okay, all right, good.
But Chris Godwin's on my team. He's all 3 of Baker's touchdowns. He's been wide open on, and Baker's like thrown it by him
instead of to him.
Else,
ooh,
yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure you're ahead of me.
Sorry.
It's okay. Now I know to pay attention.
Now I know to pay attention. He said, listen, I don't mind the warnings. I don't know if you want the spoiler alert, but he seemingly is walking it off, but that doesn't always mean anything. That was awkward. Oh, yeah, that was an awkward lean. Okay, maybe not as bad as I thought it was. I think it was a little bit ankle, little bit knee, instead of all knee or all ankle like I thought it was. That looked really fucking bad at first. Yeah. And like the way he landed and his arms flopped, I was like, oh, he just felt his knee disconnect. But I think that's like a little sprayed on each. Yeah. Ugh. I had a Facebook memory the other day of that Darren Sproles torn ACL, broken forearm on the same hit. That will forever be one of like, because like he even hit the ground and just still kind of was like about to get up, and everyone was like, bro, chill. Yeah. You just had 2 major injuries in one moment.
My timeline's been blowing up with Eagles stuff because RG3 had Reggie Bush.
Hi, Paige. Thank you.
On his podcast.
Who did?
RG3 had Reggie Bush on
his podcast. Dude, I watched them reviewing his hit. I can't believe people in the football world haven't seen the Reggie Bush hit. Whenever RG3 was like, I don't know what you're talking about, I was like, did you not play in the NFL? And dude, I was like, what? I was like, you guys don't like that blows me away when NFL people don't know NFL shit. Like whenever some of the players like they get quizzed and they don't know like general knowledge, I'm like, dude, I play Madden and know this much information. Like this is your job. You should know this.
Yeah.
But anyway, anyway, continue. But yeah, so you said the Eagles timeline is kind of blowing up.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, remember this? Like back when you could hit people, because
back when you could actually hit people.
Ended Reggie Bush's life for
minutes. Yeah, him standing there, that clip of him doing that, and talking about it. He said, they go, oh, you stood up. He goes, and then I go back down. He goes, and then I go back down. Yeah, watching him crawl around and grasp for air is like rough. Like you know that's one of those moments where like, you think you're gonna die. Like in his head, he's like, my lungs have disappeared. Like they've collapsed. Like I'm never gonna breathe again. Like this is how it ends. I'm gonna fucking gasp for air here on this football field, and then he's still Reggie Bush moments later. But I always think that's a Malcolm Jenkins hit for some reason too. In my head, I'm always just like when someone's like, "Who hit Reggie?" I'm like, "Malcolm Jenkins." Like Malcolm Jenkins took his head off. And then I hear Sheldon Brown. I'm like, "Damn, that's such a twist."
Yeah.
Like I always think it's Malcolm Jenkins that did it, but it wasn't.
Malcolm, that was. I think it might have been before Malcolm.
I say that might have been right before his time. I just know because he played for Eagles and Saints, so it's just one of those things where I see that clip, and yeah, my brain always is like, "Oh, Malcolm was there for that," but I don't think. Yeah, I think that was
My
before
brain always
him.
goes to Brian Dawkins because it looks like a Brian Dawkins hit.
True.
Like his
I
Crumpler.
I would say my disagreement. My disagreement would have been that Reggie wouldn't have got up. Like if Brian hits you in the open field like that while your body's extended catching the ball, like you're not getting up. Like Brian or like Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, like they're ending careers on those.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that clip of I don't know if it's Ocho Cinco or Ray Lewis. So I think they're both talking about it in separate podcasts, but they're telling the same story, and it's like the split clip of it, and telling it in chronological order essentially. But the Bengals were in the red zone against the Ravens, and they had like a stretch play to the left kind of thing, and Chad was the left receiver coming in, and he had to block the right outside linebacker. Chad comes off the line, gets his first block. That guy cuts inward, like toward the line. Running back's coming around backside. So he said, I shifted to the next backer, and it was Ray. He was like, Ray was looking at the running back running sideways. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I was
in the end zone, right?
Yes, in the end zone. And he was like, I was going to get in his way. He was like, and then Ray hits it. You see Chad just like crumble. And then after the play, like they talk about it weeks later, Ray's like, I don't even know he was there. He's like, I didn't even see him. I didn't even know he was there. And Chad's like, there's no way you didn't know I was there. And Ray's like, I didn't even see you, bro. He's like, it didn't even occur to me that I had hit anyone that play. He was like, I was watching the running back and you just were in the way of that motion. And
yeah, you're just in the way like a fly.
Literally, like, yeah, like as a grown man, like Chad was reconsidering careers, and Ray was like, I don't even think I put hands on anybody that play. And they show him the video, and he's like, damn, I did do that. That's like watching the old Sports Sciences. I miss those so much because like that old Sports Science,
Such a good show.
Ray Lewis going through that one. That was one where like Rayanne as like a young girl watched that and was like, okay, football's pretty cool. That's hilarious. Give me some Ray Lewis. Because I was like, dude, because he goes through and he hits that door and he stands up and he goes, you don't really realize it, but that's a whole door. And he's like, you just ran through a door. And they're like measuring his power per inch or whatever. And it's like, that's enough to end lives. But yeah, Reggie should be thankful it was only Sheldon Brown.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I got back to the huddle. I said, Drew, don't ever do some shit like that again. No, because do you have sound for yours?
I do, but barely.
Yeah, I don't have any sound. I'm watching it mute right now because I forgot to figure that out ahead of time again.
But that's the thing is they're not talking about the players.
Oh,
They're
you're
not,
just
like,
saying that
highlighting
you're
it.
just getting
They're
random
literally, like, they just
random
pick
circles.
somebody and they put a red circle around them like they're a Madden player.
I feel like I haven't even.
Like I'm watching a game of Madden.
I feel like in my head I would have assumed that they were talking about it, so I probably just like zoned it out. But I'll have to look for it now. Hey, I'm watching for it now.
They just did it on the last play, so it'll probably be a minute or two. Oh, I thought he's gone. That's not Cordell Patterson no more.
Yeah, I know.
Ray McLeod. Cordell would have been gone.
Do we want to?
If you could throw it to Pitts a little more, that'd be great.
Yeah, if you could chill with that, that'd be great. Oh.
What were you saying? Do we want to?
I said, do we want to do our picks during like commercials and stuff and like slow moments, like as we get through the rest of the game, or do we want to wait until we're done again? Like, how did you feel about the cadence last week? Feels good to do it at the end separately, or do you want to do it throughout the game?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it throughout the game.
You want to try it?
Yeah, why not?
Just go on ESPN schedule.
NFL schedule.
I feel like that's what we had talked about originally, was like depending on the topics of conversation and kind of how much we have to go over.
You got to go to school, so we get the line, the spread, and the totals. But yeah.
Got you. Yep. Scores.
That'll also shorten the whole podcast and make it worth listening to.
That was kind of my only concern, was that if it's super long, but then also too, we can't do the whole skip ahead to this to get the picks. It's going to be one whole podcast. I mean, but like if we're not talking, I mean, we are talking about the game a good bit, but I mean, yeah, I guess we'll try it both ways and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Did not. I'm glad we did this because I would have been missing football. Interesting.
We'd have hit it afterwards, but yeah. Jets at technically at the Vikings.
No, man, I would have slept. I would have slept in Sunday. I'd have woke up and they'd have been like, the Jets scored a touchdown, and I'd have been like, what the hell?
Fair enough. Let's be real though. The Jets aren't scoring touchdowns.
Facts.
They don't do that anymore.
It's very much so a dream I had. A dream, yeah, I should have said, yeah. Sam Darnold hits Justin Jefferson for a 97-yard touchdown on the first play of the game.
Yeah, blows by sauce. No
Yeah.
disrespect.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, right now for a commercial, that's a good one to kind of tackle, get right into. You got Jets and Vikings, our first. Yeah. Yep.
Jets, Vikings, spread, Minnesota -2.5, total 40.5. My first instinct is to take the under. The Jets don't score a lot of points. The Vikings go up big early and chill.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I would agree with that.
But also, London's known for some wild games, so
Yeah, I weirdly think that we usually send over like two unpredictable shitty teams though, like Giants, Jags, or Jets, Panthers. Like you never know what's gonna happen in those situations. I think it's pretty safe to say that like the Vikings are gonna like they're familiar with Aaron Rodgers. Like even if a lot of the people aren't there from his regime and the Packers, like they kind of know their teams were built around him for a number of years. So I think the Vikings are prepared, and I think the Jets are in a rut. And so I think being on the road now, they have all these weird chemistry issues now, and the coach and Rodgers not getting along. And should they trade for Devontae? And Robert Salah said, we're going to focus on the guys we have. And like that's cute and all, but if you compare Devontae Adams to Garrett Wilson, you fucking do that. Like
with Aaron Rodgers.
With that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like, you don't do it with a nobody quarterback, but yeah, you got two. Like, with Alan Lazard out there as the number 3 option, like you do that. You go do that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I'm A-Rod's always been a favorite of mine, so I'm excited to see him play. But at the same time, like, I think the Vikings get that, and I think they go to an impressive 5-0.
I agree. I also think this is one of those things where because like both teams are out of their element and like stuff's weird.
Yeah.
That you look at the team that has the better roster, and right now it's the Vikings.
For sure. Yep.
Like
they were really just missing the quarterback.
Oh, you missed it because it's
damn it
on your screen.
Yeah. Seconds ahead. I got to the end of the Robinson run there.
The Madden player for this game was playing nickel cornerback. Play.
It's just like one of the commentators up there with an Xbox controller, just like hitting a button. Right. They're like, "Oh shit, that's on the screen. Our bad." Oh yeah, I see it.
Do you?
Yeah, 35 just got highlighted. Yeah, 35 just got highlighted.
Yeah, they're not talking about him at all.
Not talking about him at all. Okay, well I need to figure out what that is then. Does anybody else know? Smoothie Doobie, what's up, good sir? Who else is in there? Smoothie to the Doobie. Hi. Cod later? Just kidding. We're doing our picks so I can go to bed. Uh-oh. Injury. I think too, even if maybe like we blend it, like we start the live. Typically, the only reason tonight I was late, I really was just sitting there watching the baseball game, and I just wanted to post Mets better than the Phillies, and I didn't want to look stupid and post it before the game ended, and them have lost the game, and them get fucking eliminated, and then me just look dumb and it also not be clickbait. So I was like, all right, we're gonna wait for that. And then, as soon as the game ended, I was ready. But otherwise, I'd have been ready early. So we could do that where, like, the third quarter, we talk about first half, talk about prediction for the last half, and then kind of start getting into reviews throughout commercial breaks, or previews throughout commercial breaks.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
And yeah, and again, like, yeah, if we end up liking it better, where we just split it in half, that way it's a 2-part episode, or even cut the episodes completely, do the live stream, do a Friday morning separately, we can do that too.
You can try it out, see what we like more.
I'm with it. That's a big fella. 5-0 is a large man. Alrighty, Kirk Cousins. Bun the pistol. Nothing doing. Shit, I'm ahead of you. Okay, 13:43. How far ahead of you am I?
I'm at 13:56, 55,
all right.
54.
I just paused at 13:40 with the clock running, I believe. Should be coming up on 4th down.
Yeah, 13:44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38.
Perfect. We should be linked up like damn near and getting head pats. Diaby 0. Red Falcons coach.
Yep.
Lit. Nice ass watch. Todd Bowles ugly ass. What am I doing out here?
Yeah. Well, did you see that challenge he threw earlier?
Yeah, dude. What are you doing? This shit was
Yeah.
clearly a forward pass
Yeah.
touchdown.
Not only
Daryl
was it
Mooney.
clearly
That's
a
his second. Is that his second?
yeah,
Yeah, it's his second for the
yeah.
team.
Not only was it clearly a
For
forward
Darnell.
pass, but they recovered the fumble anyways. Like,
I thought that I forgot that I was watching baseball, but I was like, I feel like they had the ball, and like
yeah,
it would have been a fucking forward program. If it ended up being a fumble, they would have gained yardage and got a first down. Like, yeah, I
yeah,
wasn't quite sure what the point of that one was. Yeah,
yeah,
that was a bit of a sketchy one, but hey,
yeah,
I'm not a coach. He is, I suppose.
yeah. Right.
That's so sad to think about sometimes. Yeah, that's one that like it's such a again, I hate this is gonna be hilariously be my like dumb thing to say, but Madden. Like I hear it all the time of like and
I'm
like
better at you than the job.
yeah,
But I
exactly.
do
But
play
like, dude, if
Madden.
I was playing Madden, that's not the way I would have fucking handled that. But like, there's times where like you hear about these coaches that have like dudes on staff to help them make decisions in these final
Yeah.
moments based on math. And again, maybe that's just me. I'm dumb in a lot of things, but I'm very good at math. So for me, when I look at it, I immediately can take that 40-second play clock and multiply it by however many and figure out timeouts and like some of those coaches can't do that. And that to me should just be like a bare fucking minimum requirement.
Right.
Like, how are you on the sideline and being like, should I call a timeout here? What? Like, you didn't play Madden as a teenager? Like, what are you doing, dude? That is crazy to me. Like, yeah, that's like Sean McVay needed that guy to pull him back on the sideline. Like, that's passion. That's energy. We love that. But, like, needing a dude on the sideline to tell you when to take a timeout or whether or not you should go for two or kick a field goal, like,
Yeah.
bro, go home and buy an Xbox and hang out with your kids. Like, what are you doing?
That's like week 2 when we played Atlanta on Monday night. And
Yeah, Sirianni gets clowned for it a lot.
4th and 2. Yeah, and it was like 4th and 2 with like 16 seconds left in the game. So it's like even if you get the first down, you're gonna have like one shot at the end zone maybe before you kick a field goal anyways.
Yeah, and yeah, seeing some of those decisions. That's again, it literally it sounds so stupid, but in my head right away, I'm like, I've played thousands of Madden games and I never would have fucking done that. Like that is some rookie shit. Like you see that on the other end of a Madden game and you go, oh, I'm playing an 8-year-old. This is his first game. He doesn't know how to call timeouts and he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, timeout midway through the third quarter for no reason. This kid's fucked in the fourth quarter. Like in a close game, they'll be wasting timeouts early third quarter, but yeah.
Right.
Now I want to go play Madden.
So,
Oh yeah, let's roll through some more preview.
Panthers, Bears, the 1 o'clock kickoff.
Yep.
Panthers at Bears, I should say.
Mhm.
Two bad teams playing each other. I think the Bears have a pretty decent defense, though.
Yes.
Yep.
I think they're top 10 in the league. I was looking earlier. I think they're top 10. Like they're holding people to the points. The offense is just not scoring. Otherwise, they would be looking like a lot better of a team.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Panthers are rough
Take
looking.
the under at 40.5.
Yeah, I think that the Bears hold Andy Dalton down a little bit more. I don't think that they keep that magic rolling. I think they scored a lot against the Raiders and even against the Bengals. I don't think they're going to do that again. I think they finally slow down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I definitely like Chicago at the. I don't love Chicago at -4. 4 feels like a lot. Like this could be a 17-14 game.
Yeah.
Like yeah, low scoring, field goal difference, field goal to end it kind of thing. Unless the Bears get a double doink and then the Panthers win in overtime. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I like the Bears in this, but I don't like that. I would take Panthers +4 for sure.
I agree.
I hate that Caleb Williams looks so bad and he's outplaying my quarterback. Like that, like I feel like I'm in such a weird handicap spot that I can't say shit about anyone this year because it's like, yeah, well, Bo Nix fucking sucks. So like, I want to talk shit on Jalen Hurts, but like, I can't. I want to talk shit on Caleb Williams, but I can't. Like, I can't talk shit on anyone because Bo Nix fucking sucks. Yeah, I mean, I can and I'm going to, but yeah, I just feel like, I feel like Caleb looks. Facts. I feel like Caleb looks scared. If I feel like I'm right, I'm gonna talk the shit. I feel like Caleb looks scared. Like that was one, like I said too. There was one like that week 1, like DJ Moore vibes, like throwing the fit on the sideline, and like he apologized for it, but I just feel like he doesn't command a locker room, and that is scary to see.
How old is Mike Evans? 31.
He's a dog. Mike Evans is a fucking dog,
I just
dude.
watched him catch that football, and I'm like, God, like He just feels like he's been in the league forever.
I have a buddy,
He
Eris, that I
has.
worked with that is a hardcore Buccaneers fan, and he's constantly posting about Mike Evans. Like, I'm always up to date on his stats, and I think I just saw it earlier, if I'm not mistaken. It's 12 seasons in a row with like 1,000 receiving yards or 1,200 yards over 10 years.
His ankle's all right.
This slight little jog. I need to go find that. I definitely just saw Eris talk about
Yeah,
that earlier.
it's just wild. Like,
And you forget about it because prior to Tom, what were they doing? Like after like the Rondé Barber, John Gruden era, they were dead, and then they got Mike Evans, and he's just been out there catching touchdowns from the most random ass players ever.
Yeah, right.
Damn it! I actually feel like somebody else posted something and then he commented on it. Oh wait, no, right here it is. Yeah. One of my buddies posted. He said Mike always talked that shit. There's that clip of him talking shit to the Eagles DB, and Aaron said I would too if I had 12,000 yards and 100 touchdowns in 10 seasons of 4 games. He said we call him the Gold Jacket here in Tampa. Yeah, that's crazy.
They were just talking about it tonight. He caught his 99th touchdown, but he does have 1 rushing touchdown, so it was his 100th career touchdown. But
oh, so he's that? No, he needs to get that 100. He needs to get that 100th tonight. Come on, Mikey. You got to get that 100th receiving tonight because no one cares about the rushing touchdown.
He caught 98 and 99, so.
Oh, he has 2 this game.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought he only had 1. Right? Interesting. But no, you might be right.
He caught the first one. Yeah, he caught the first one, and then he caught that corner route.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the corner route was 99, and he threw the football into the stands. And they're like, well, that was his 100th touchdown. And they're like, yeah, but one of them's rushing.
He threw it into the stands.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want that shit. He said that rushing shit was goofy. He said, Bruce Arians called it, and I argued it, and I didn't want to run it.
Eagles, he gave the football away that broke the Tampa Bay career receiving record. He threw that one into the stands, too.
Yeah, see, that's another one, too, whenever they get interviewed. That's another one from Madden. That's another Madden thing I'll bring up. It's like, I'm running a franchise or a season. I have a little notepad where I'm like, all right, Matt Stafford needs 812 yards this game to break the all-time receiving passing record. Dan Marino's trash. Like, Garrett Wilson needs 312 yards and 4 touchdowns to beat Brandon Marshall. Like, I know exactly how much we need going into that game, and you better believe I'm getting garbage time points just to break records. Because then I can sim the rest afterwards. Damn, we've got a game in Atlanta. 27-27. What was the spread for this? Like plus 1.5 or something goofy?
If you click Gamecast, it tells you at the bottom.
Gamecast.
Spread was Atlanta minus 2.5. And the over-under was 43.5.
Where did you see that?
The very bottom left.
Oh, yeah.
The very bottom.
2.5. Ooh. Getting hands on. Look at 98's name.
Sounds like one of the guys from Scooby-Doo.
As soon as you said one of the guys, I was like, Scooby-Doo. It sounds like a Scooby-Doo character. Like, yeah, 98's name when he rolls over there. Yeah, that's hilarious. Imagine being one of those teachers and you get the chop. Mr. You. Come here.
Are you Mr. O?
Yeah, you the kid that's written here? Is this you? Is this your name? What else do we have going on this week, too?
Yeah, back to commercial.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was even thinking just other stuff.
Next game should be a really good game. Ravens travel to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals.
Yep.
I feel like both teams need a win here. The Ravens don't want to go 2-3, and the Bengals certainly can't go 1-4, right?
Yeah, I think that the Ravens are good enough that they don't. Like, playing in Cincinnati is no different than Baltimore. They're both rainy, shitty cities. Like, yeah. Like, I don't think being on the...
Dogfight. fight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think Cincinnati's rolling over, but I think they have like their locker room is weird chemistry, salary issues, people getting hurt, holdouts, all this other shit. Baltimore was like, all right, we started 0-2, but let's fucking murder the rest of the season. Like, they're on the same page of trying to win a Super Bowl. The Bengals are like, can we even make the playoffs right now? So I think that.
I mean, 1 and 2, you have to wonder.
That's what I'm saying, but like you're not wrong though. That like yeah, it is going to be a fight because the Bengals do not want to fall to 1-4, especially like the 0-2 at home at this point. This is a home game, nice sunny weather. Finally, Hurricane Helene somewhat over for us up north. Like the rain has stopped, so yeah, this should be a great game. But yeah, I think the Ravens. I mean, I think a 2.5 point spread is actually kind of rough. I think that they win by a touchdown or 10. Like I think they. Yeah, I think because like I mean they've just looked so good the last couple weeks. Like even in the loss to the Raiders, like, and again, if you consider like a goofy loss to the Raiders and opening up against the Chiefs, otherwise they're 3-1 or 4-0. Like they're a real team, and so I think you put you have Ravens 4-0 against Bengals 1-3. It's a much different narrative, and so I mean I get it. They're 2-2. That's the reality of it, but. Yeah, I think Lamar goes in there and like who's tackling Derrick Henry? Who the fuck is tackling Derrick Henry? Like who's tackling?
$110. You want to go to Cincinnati?
Wouldn't be the first.
8 hours from.
Wouldn't be the first time we've driven to fucking Central Ohio in the middle of nowhere.
I drove to Cincinnati to pick up my dog. It's a long, fucking boring ass drive.
Oh, dude, Kayla and I were just talking about this recently. After having gone all over across the country, nothing is a far drive anymore. Like driving from Arizona to Dillsburg, we did 20. I think it was 2,200 miles in 70 hours. So it was like just under 3 days, and we did 2,200 miles, just basically straight through. Like we were sleeping in the front seat of our truck. Like it was rough. Like we weren't even taking the time to set the camper up to sleep a couple nights, and like. Yeah, it was a rough time, and like now, anytime I'm like, that's only a 5-hour drive, it's no big deal. Like in my head, I'm just like, I don't care, I'll run 5 hours down the road. Like it's just like it's so accomplishable now because I know what it takes to drive 20 hours with a camper and a truck and a dog and a cat and a kid. Like me and you in a sedan going 8 hours, like that's fucking chump change. Yeah. In my head right away, I'm like, we'll listen to a Tom stand up, we'll watch a Harry Potter movie, we can watch a documentary on something, we'll listen to some music, and then we're there.
For me, it's never the drive there. It's the drive back.
That's also facts.
Doubling that time.
It's only an 8-hour drive. Ooh, 8 hours back too.
Yeah.
My thing is always.
I remember being a long ass day.
If I can just at least sleep, like if I get a night's rest, I don't care. Like I'll drive 12 hours tonight if you and I want to run down to North Carolina for a concert. As long as we're crashing in a hotel for 5 hours. I'll wake up and drive 12 hours back. But if you're telling me I got to drive 8 hours to a basketball game and then drive 8 hours home, like then I'm like, okay, no, fuck that. Like, because the whole game I'm just sitting there going, I don't want to drive home. Like, I don't want to go home. Yeah. Knowing that I have a hotel, I get to have a drink or two. I get to chill out and hang out for a little bit, crash, wake up, and then be like, all right, now I want to go home. Let's go home. Yeah, that night's rest is the huge separator in those situations. Yeah. I hate driving to an event, not getting to enjoy it, and then having to drive home.
Yeah. For what it's worth, my opinion on the game, I do think the Ravens win. I think 2.5 is fair. I think it's a 1 to 2 point game.
Really?
Yeah. And 49.5, I think I'd take the over. But yeah, I think the Bengals are just gonna fight like hell. And I think the Ravens are just a better team, so they'll win. But the Bengals are essentially every game now is a playoff game with 3 losses in that division. Especially with the Steelers starting 3-1 now.
Yeah. I think they just kind of fall apart though, and the Browns are trash too. So yeah, this is a separation for the Ravens, honestly. I think for me though, it's like the Ravens are coming off of a 35-10 win over the Bills. Like the Bengals should be a pretty relatively. So like I think I would take the under because like, even at a 35-10, you're talking 45, and they have the spread of 49.5. So yeah, I'd probably go under, but I like Baltimore -2.5, and obviously then Baltimore for the money line. I think Jamar Chase has probably a couple catches. Like I don't think he has what he had last week or anything like that. Like I don't think he's doing anything wild, but I think he gets into the end zone probably for their 1 or 2 touchdowns. But I think Derrick Henry has a night. I think Lamar has a night, and I think that they pull away pretty early. But
all right.
take us on down to Miami. No, just kidding. We're actually up. Yeah, yeah, to New England.
Games at $63.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive all the way up there for shitty weather, shitty football.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, the next game, Browns Commanders, is 55.
I would go to that. I'm definitely down to go to that.
Um,
You're already here
okay.
Saturday night. We just wake up, take the boy, dude. Bring Bruni. We'll take the boys and Bruni to their first football game. Browns Commanders. They'll be like lifelong Commander fans, and we'll just be like, oh, we should have never fucking done that. Like our three kids constantly being like, "Dads, let's go to the Commanders game." Let's be like, "Fuck no, dude, I don't want to go to the Commanders game." Although I'm down to watch Jaden Daniels.
First game to be
Commanders. Yeah, that's true. Like I would like. Yeah, I think I would let my kids see an NFL game if it was Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, but it couldn't be against the Browns. Like that's just a waste of a first game. Like yeah, the Browns should not be anybody's first game. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway.
We digress. Back to the Dolphins traveling north to take on the Patriots. Spread is New England -1. Over under at 36.5. I laugh because it just seems so low, but like. This seems like one of those games that it's like, oh yeah, that's easy. You take the under, like 36.5.
Yeah, but 20-17.
They put up 36.5 at points by halftime.
Yeah, because he had 20, and it could end there then too.
Crazy shootout.
It could be 20-17 at halftime, and they don't score again in the second half, and it ends, and you still lose that bet. So yeah, I think that this is what I was talking about, like when we were starting with those London games. Like I think that two shitty teams like this, you never know. It could be 3-5, or it could be 35-41. Like it could be either way. And yeah, so I don't like the over/under on that. I would guess probably. I don't like it. I don't want to even say. I don't know.
If I had to take it, I would take over, but I'm not taking it.
Yeah, like I want to say over, but then in my head I'm like both offenses suck. Like who's scoring the points to get them to the over? But then I'm like, oh well, both defenses suck. So who's stopping that offense from scoring the points? Like, yeah, I think I would actually say give me the under, especially like with Tyreek trade drama coming around. Like I think that the Dolphins just have too much shit going on right now. The Patriots, they are playing the QB game. They have the new head coach. I think both just don't score a lot of points.
I think the Patriots rely heavily on the run game.
Yeah, this is a Ramondre game for sure. Yeah, he is going to get the rock for sure because it'll be a time of possession. This will be a coaching game, and I think Mike McDaniels unfortunately loses that even though it's a rookie coach. I think he'll lose that battle too. We lost Dreidel. Dreidel. All right, well, it's just me for a moment. Hopefully AJ can get back in here because I don't know how to host these little lobbies. Talking so that there's no silence. I hope he didn't lose me and I lost him, because otherwise, are you able to reconnect or did I get? Oh, you're back. He's back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we back.
Dude, it was crazy. You just missed it. We had Aaron Rodgers in here. Howie Long was in here. Terry Bradshaw. It was crazy. They were all in here talking. Yeah, they were just all in here talking sports. It was wild.
Yeah.
They popped in. They said, we heard about this podcast on ESPN. They're trying to get you guys shut down for being a competitor.
They offered to buy it us out.
Yeah. I told them, $2 million, fuck off. We know what we're worth. We have a pizza deal coming up for one free pizza for both our families per month. One family at a time, but
I really don't know what happened because on my screen you went away, but I'm watching the stream, so on your
you
screen,
just disappeared. Yeah, and I said my shit.
I didn't do anything. I just came back on my own.
And I think you're hardwired too, so there's no reason you should have got kicked either. But like I see, like I can't imagine I got kicked. Like everything's running fluently, my bits are all good. What's up, Hannah?
So it must have been something server side. So.
Hannah, thank you for supplying my humor. I can't bring on camera, but Hannah works at the dispo that I go at.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we appreciate your services for the community. Yeah, it's also really sweet where I live now because I'm like right down the street from one of the dispensaries. So anytime I'm like, oh, I gotta run there real quick, it's like literally 5 minutes down the road. So like when they're closing quick, I'm like, oh, I'm in and out. Let me get in there real quick.
Dude, I drove down there expecting to see a Turkey Hill in the corner, and there's a fucking Mavis discount tire.
Yeah, dude, it was a Jack Williams tire for a couple of years, and then Mavis bought them out. Yeah, they tore the Turkey Hill, and then that shop that's right behind it just got torn down. I think within the last year or two, like while we were on the road, because it was there while I was at Countryside, and now it's gone. And I just noticed it the other night. I came out was headed to Rutter's to get beer, see headlights in that parking lot, and was like, oh, there's a cop sitting there like across from Sheets. So like to the right of where Turkey Hill would be, there was a little mechanic there, flat level lot, cop sitting there. And that's why I was like, where the fuck is that building at? And I was like, wait a minute. I've driven past this like 50 to 100 times already, at least, since I've been home. And I had no idea that building got torn down.
Yeah. It's crazy how much the area changes every time I'm down.
Yeah. I also, that night, I noticed the cops so much because when we were traveling, I got a speeding ticket in Alabama. And I don't know if I told you this already, but the cop comes up, talks to me, and I was like, I'm not from this area. I was up in Tuscaloosa today. We're racing home because the freeze is coming in. I stopped at Harbor Freight, bought a generator. I got to get home. I got dogs. Like, I'm racing. I was like, but you're right. I was speeding. Came off the highway. Was doing 60 for the last 2 hours. And I got off the highway and it drops right to a 35. And I was still doing like 55. So I got caught doing 54 and a 35. And I get pulled over. Cop comes up. He's cool. He's talking to the kids. They were chilling for a minute. And he was like, just to let you know, he was like, Alabama does extradite. He's like, so you do want to pay this. He was like, I'm not saying you're not going to pay it. He was like, but if you don't, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. And I was like, you got it, bro. Get a letter in the mail the other day. There's been a bench warrant issued in your arrest. And I was like, excuse fucking me? I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Like, I'm in the middle of like getting ready to, oh, you can't drop that. My dad would be so disappointed in you, dog. If you could touch it, you can catch it. If you could touch it, you can catch it.
Oh, touch it. Hit him in the chest.
Dude, yeah, that fan, the sad cobra, he said, no. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, Darnell, my dog.
I mean,
You can't.
He's in field goal range, but like, damn, that's like what, the 20-yard line?
Dude, yeah, you can't drop that. They're down right now, right? Oh, his helmet got bumped off. Damn, yeah, you cannot drop that. That's crazy. Yeah, but yes, anyway, so I got a fucking so I get a letter in the mail and it just was like, hey, you have a warrant and have had a warrant for a little while now because you didn't show up to court. And I was like, I never fucking paid that. I was like, right away, I was like, it's like any other one where get it? Is that a fumble? Or once it hits, it's dead.
I guess once it hits, it's dead.
It's if you don't catch it. So it's got to be like an interception. That's crazy. I can't believe we just blocked it. That's wild. He feels so shitty right now. I'd be sick to my stomach. I dropped the pass and then the field goal gets blocked. Like, bury me under the field like Hoffa. I don't want to talk to anybody. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
That man had his whole body there. Like, he wasn't there earlier.
Yeah, I want to see people tackle the kicker. I want to see people.
Third miss tonight.
I was going to say, he had 2 miss, and then a block.
Yeah.
But so then I called and I was like, hey, I just wanted to confirm, do I have a warrant? He goes, yeah, active bench warrant in your name. I said, oh, okay. And then like Kaylee got home at night and we were going to go somewhere for dinner. I said, we're going to take your car. She was like, why? And I was like, because if they accidentally run my plate, I don't want to get cuffed and sent to fucking Alabama tonight. And I was like, I need like 2 or 3 days of under hiding so I can make sure that we're good to go. So yes, I called today and I was joking around with the ladies on the phone. I could tell too, because like they usually deal with people who aren't as just like pleasant and was just like, oh hey, I fucked up. I got to write you guys a check. Where do I send it? And so I called and I was just like, is it all good to go? And she's like, yeah, it should be done soon. We received the check. We just got to upload it. Like, don't worry about it. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm not rushing. I was like, I get it. I was like, I know these things take a little bit of time. And I was like, I just want my freedom back. I just want to be a free man. And she started cracking up on the phone. She was just like, you're fine. She's like, we'll have you good to go here in a couple minutes. And I was like, all right, good. Fucking do it now. I was like, I'm so sick of driving her car. And like in my car, I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong, but I know if they run my plate for something stupid, I am so fucked. Yeah, so like the moment we mailed the check, I took like pictures of the screen, like the tracking number and everything. So in case I did get pulled over, I could be like, I promise I'm paying it. Please don't send me to Alabama. All right.
Always told me if you're gonna do something illegal, don't do it more than 2 things at one time.
Don't do more than 2 things at one time. I've been driving so carefully. Obviously sober as always, but driving carefully, trying not to speed, trying to do all that stuff. My windows are black. My windows are black. Black. There is like, I gotta put them down at night sometimes. They're so black I can't see turns. Like I gotta put it down and be like, huh, there's the road. All right. Let me whip this shit. Like dude, like the guy was like, you know this is, and I was like, down a little bit more. And he was like, all right. And I was like, all right, appreciate you. And so yeah, I got him how I wanted him. It looks sick. It feels sick. It's nice. It's private. No one knows I have kids or anything in the car, but I'm at risk of getting pulled over at no matter what I'm not doing wrong. That's the one thing I'm always doing wrong. And so yeah, the warrant was realistically the second thing. So, but yeah, anyway,
Browns Commanders.
I was just going to say, speaking of people with criminal histories, let's move right into Browns Commanders. Deshaun Watson leads the Browns into Landover, Maryland to play FedEx Forum.
What a lead.
Yeah, you like that? We set that up perfectly. We tried that. We scripted that earlier in our production meetings that we have with Brad prior to the show.
I think I take Washington -3.
Yeah.
Probably under 43.5.
I think they slow down their offense a little bit, but I think Jaden still gets going. He's still smiling, scoring a touchdown or two.
The Browns still have a pretty good defense.
They do, but I feel like this is one of those, like, what are we playing for? The only people you're going to get playing on defense are the ones that are playing for a contract. Like, they're not going to make the playoffs. Like, they don't know what they're doing at quarterback. Like, everything else is crumbling underneath them. So I feel like this is one where if you're on defense, like, if you're not playing for a contract, you're just getting a check. Dude.
I saw Nick Chubb was activated off of IR this week. So
is he?
He can practice again.
I think that helps, but again, the quarterback is still like that. Deshaun looks bad, like he's rough, like that. That's a rough place to be. So like, just put the crab leg king in.
You think this is Deshaun's last game? Like, you think this is the final straw?
I think if they get blown out, it is. I think if it's like 30-7 Commanders or some shit, I definitely think that they're like, all right, now what? Like, we're 1-4. What the fuck's the point of rolling with Watson for $200 million, $240 million? Like, let's look elsewhere. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I like Jaden Daniels. Like, he's like, I wouldn't say like one of those like top favorite players. But yeah, fun to watch. I was just saying he's at least one of the top fun to watch players. Like, it's you used to not have a reason to watch a Commanders game, but now if you see that, you're like, shit, I can watch Jaden run around for a little bit. Like, this will be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I like Washington -3. I think that's a good spread. I think they definitely win by, like I said, a touchdown. I think their offense gets going. Oh, Baker with the wheels. I think they get going a little bit, but yeah, I don't think that they reach that 43.5. I think that's a pretty big spread for.
I agree.
Pretty big over under for them.
I like Washington -3. I don't like over 43.5. That seems too high.
Damn, I really want to take the kids to this game, but I also really don't want them to know their first game as Commanders Browns. You're right.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It feels like poor parenting on our part.
It is. We could go to like an Eagles Commanders game. That'd be fun.
Yeah, those tickets are expensive though, just because it's divisional.
Yeah, but I feel like the Washington ones will be cheaper than the Philadelphia ones. Was my point. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, we couldn't do our typical Philly boys trip, but
is falling apart. So do you really want to take the boys there?
It was falling apart 15 years ago. Whenever my cousin Julia took me and Miranda when I was like 12. Like, I remember being there then and was like, this isn't what I thought an NFL stadium was supposed to look like. And then I got to like the link and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then you see pictures of SoFi and the Mercedes-Benz Dome, and you're like, oh, that's what Madden makes them look like. But when you actually get to
even Pittsburgh Stadium is really nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
I would see that being like a shithole because it's like Steel City.
Heinz Field anymore. It's like Acusure.
Oh yeah, Assurion or whatever, Acusure or some insurance or something stupid. That should be another thing. If I ever owned a sports league, I'd be like, no boring shit. No fucking insurance or lawyer firms or anything dumb. Like, I want, like, Pornhub to own one of the teams. Like, I want fucking...
Pornhub Arena.
Yeah, Pornhub Field at fucking...
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, exactly. Like, yes, 100%. Followed up by the DraftKings Field at FanDuel Arena. Followed up by the Reggie White Dome. Like, yeah, I want, like, the craziest shit possible that just...
Is it the NBA that has the Smoothie Center?
Yeah, Smoothie King Arena is the Pelicans. Yep, Smoothie King Arena. That's got to be like one of the best names. Yeah, we have Smoothie King is in the south, so is Planet Smoothie. And up here we have Tropical Smoothie, but down south they have Planet Smoothie. Yeah, Planet Smoothie.
Pizza.
Yeah, yep. What is that, Toy Story?
Yeah.
Yep. I was thinking of...
You could argue it's the Pixar universe, but yeah.
Yeah, true. I was thinking of, because it's the same setup. I think they did it on purpose, the mockery of it for Dude, Where's My Car? When they're at the pizza place and the giant woman walks by. And the little kid's like, Daddy, I want to ride that ride. The dad's like, me too, son. Me too. That moment they're at a pizza place that looks like Pizza Palace. Or Pizza Planet.
Planet Pizza. Wild conspiracy that, have you ever seen the movie Big Hero 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Big Hero 6 is part of the Marvel Universe.
I think I did see that. I think I saw it at one point. I didn't even click on it, but I was like, I could see how they'll end up making that check.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go? Dude, when you see the ball carrier go...
Yeah.
The cameraman started shaking. He said, I'm going to lose my job. 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 Oh, he big mad. I'd be big mad too. Kyrie Irving's pissed. Kyrie Irving's pissed.
Earth ain't flat, homeboy.
Facts.
He just punched it out. Sure did.
Yep. Clean punch.
And then what?
Everyone just said, where'd the ball go? Where'd it go? Which way did it go?
Yeah.
Which way did it go, George? Which way did it go? Yeah, that was a clean punch. Can Kirk Cousins capitalize? What's up, Zach?
Kurt's time to shine.
Have you ever seen the movie She's Out of My League?
No.
It's a comedy, and the one main character's name is Kirk, and he has an ex-girlfriend that's the worst, and she shits on him the whole movie, and then at the end, he's the hero, and she loves him, and she's like trying to get him back, and she's like, Kirky, Kirk, baby, Kirky, and that's every time someone's named Kirk, that's what I think about. I'm like, Kirky, honey, Kirky.
Does it have Vince Vaughn in it?
No.
No.
I'm trying to think about which one you're thinking of. She's Out of My League is it's like a bunch. It's Jay Bruchel, T.J. Miller.
The one that I'm thinking of, I think, is like a tropical setting.
Couples Vacation is where him and his wife go with 3 other couples to like a couples vacation thing because Jason Bateman and Kristen Bell are having trouble in their marriage and they want them to go along. And yeah, we actually just watched that recently, but. Yeah, She's Out of My League is pretty funny. It's got a lot of like good like one-liner things, like things that we still say like in our house now. Like shit, anytime someone says something, me and Kaylee will quote it.
Good. Fourth down. It's 2-minute warning. Should we go on the commercial, right?
That's what I was just checking. I was looking to
Colts.
see that.
Colts travel south to take on the Jaguars.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think this game's dependent on if Anthony Richardson plays or not, right? I stay away solely for that fact.
I disagree because I feel like they have a better chance with Joe Flacco. Give me Mr. Elite. Like, give me, dude. I love me some Joe Flacco. I love him so much. Like, yeah, give me Joe Flacco all day, every day. Yeah, I think Anthony Richardson goes in there and beats. I think Anthony Richardson makes me change my idea on the spread and the over/under, but I think the Colts win regardless. I think money line is Colts. I think the Jaguars are in a bad spot. I think it only stays bad. I think it gets worse. I think they are all of a sudden the team where people are like, they should have made the playoffs, and they're 0-8 or 0-9.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on? And then Doug gets fired, and yeah, I think Jacksonville's
Fired by the Eagles.
yeah, or the Giants. But yeah, I think it's a shit show in Jacksonville right now. I think Trevor's in a rough spot. I don't think that they have any answers, and I don't think playing the Colts is gonna be any better.
Yeah, I think betting wise, I just stay away from the game entirely.
Kirk almost has 400 yards with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
And he's trailing.
Yeah, 389 and 3. Somebody has less than 200 yards with 3 touchdowns also.
I like the Jaguars, though. I think you have to win one eventually, right?
Yeah.
Colts kind of got the injury bug. And
So Jacksonville's on the road against Chicago in London next Sunday. I think that's their final win. So yeah, I think that could be their finally get a win. You got to win one eventually.
Picked off.
Oh, Kirk.
I mean,
Kirky.
he had to force it.
Yeah, he was whistling in there somewhere. Better than punt.
Fourth down, you don't have a choice.
Yeah. You still got 3 timeouts though. Just stop them. Hold them to a field goal.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, not too much in that game. That's going to be kind of a shit show. But yeah, I think we all expect the Colts to get the win there. Like I said, I think even if Richardson doesn't play, it's just going to be more or less like a spread and over/under kind of differentiate. Yeah, well, we watched the Bucks try to run this out. Jumping in, we have another good one coming up in the Texans down in Houston. The Bills travel to Houston, both 3-1. Josh Allen versus C.J. Stroud. You got Nico Collins on Texans just killing it right now.
It's a good start.
Oof. Snatch that man up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Buccaneers 30, Falcons 27 with a minute 40 to go. Falcons got all 3 timeouts. That man just got yanked the fuck down. I feel like that was just not the decision to make, but hey, I'm not a quarterback.
Yeah, Bills Texans game. That's an interesting game.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Texans just lost last week, right?
Yep. No, Texans won. Texans won.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh yeah, they beat the Jags. Yeah.
Yeah. They lost the week before that though, and they shouldn't have.
Vikings.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it's the Vikings.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, not. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah. Shouldn't have isn't even fair anymore because they're doing
and the
so.
Bills just got their teeth kicked in by the Ravens.
Facts. So like, are they for real or not?
I suspect the Bills to come out
and play hard.
Although
yeah.
we did hit October, so like September.
Josh Allen time is over.
Josh Allen's gone.
Yeah. September Island is over. Yeah, I like Texans in that one for sure. Buffalo's got the spread at -1. That's surprising because it's. I think the Texans aren't quite the Ravens, but I don't know that it's much different than the Ravens.
Is that holding or a face mask?
I'll see. That's gonna be the game over on a face mask or holding. Nice. Yeah, total 47.5 though. I think I like the over. I think both teams score a ton of points. I think the Josh Allen's gonna be throwing heavy, and so is CJ Stroud. I think Mixon's back healthy this week, so I think that the Texans get their offense going. Oh, he did grab his face mask too. Oof.
Just missed it.
Yep, shit happens. The next game, I'm sad because I think our little win streak is coming to an end, but at the same time, I don't know because Antonio Pierce has his little 8-game suspension from the NCAA due to infractions at Arizona State that came out today. So, not that affects anything in this game, but I mean, it's just bad news and drama surrounding your head coach, which is never a good thing. You got Devontae Adams on the trading block. Max Crosby isn't happy. Like, they just got a lot going on in Oakland right now. So,
yeah, the Raiders just seem dysfunctional.
Yeah, I said Oakland. I meant Las Vegas, but they're always gonna be Oakland. But I know that their stadium's in Vegas. But yeah, I mean, they're the first up on the 4 o'clock game, on the 4 o'clock slate, the late game slate. I think Gardner Minshew. I think the Broncos could win this game. It's just like the Jets game. I had called that one where I was like, I'm not convinced that the Jets are gonna win. We win games we're not supposed to, and we lose games we're not supposed to. So like, this is one where I think we're supposed to lose this one. So I would not be surprised if we win 24-7. But
spread's Denver -2.5.
Yeah, which is really surprising. Like, I'm surprised we have the spread, but I would expect it to have been the Raiders like -3.5, like more than a field goal. Good. But yeah, I guess I'm just self-biased that we suck. But
yeah. I mean, you beat Tampa, so
they are good.
Pretty
so.
Good.
Yeah, our defense seems to be legit. And yeah, we held them to less than 10 or whatever it was. Yeah. So. But I guess
I think the Broncos win this game.
Yeah, give me the Broncos. Give me the spread.
I take the spread and probably the over. 35 doesn't seem that high to me.
I don't know. Bo just can't seem to get in the end zone, though. As he has 1 passing touchdown, I think, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Not a lot of time left.
I kick the field goal. I mean, you kick the field goal and you get the ball back.
Kirky. Ooh.
Need a touchdown?
I was like, wait, Jets Vikings next Thursday. I was like, I feel like they play some other time too. And then I was like, oh, this is Sunday's games. Yeah, but I take the Broncos too. Yeah, I think I give me the over on that one as well. I think they both put up some points finally. Hopefully, maybe Bo finds the end zone a couple of times.
I don't think the Raiders put up a bunch of points.
No, but I mean, we let them sneak in for a touchdown or 2.
17.
Yeah, that's touchdown or 2, touchdown or a field goal. Yeah, I think we're not shutting them out, but.
Yeah, and then the Broncos probably put up like 21, 24, somewhere in there.
I'd be very content with 20 or more points. If we could get 20 points on the board, goddamn, I'd be excited. Because, 10-9 win over the Jets sucks.
Crazy offense, so it's
it does, and that's the thing, too, is, if we score 7 points and win, I don't give a shit, but I'd like to score some more.
Yeah. That was the first of the 4 o'clock games.
Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, we got 4 o'clock games again this week, which is sweet.
They punted.
Yeah, they were too deep for a field goal. No, they were too deep for a field goal. I think he wanted to drop it in there and couldn't, too. Rough.
Yeah.
Let's get some overtime. Let's get some overtime on a Thursday night football game.
Let's not.
What? He said, I want to go to bed. Imagine if we split the episode. But yes, I mean, for this one, though, Cardinals 49ers, is this the get right game for the Cardinals, or was that one game against the Rams a fluke and they're back to where they should be and the 49ers are back on top? Or are the 49ers really falling apart and the Cardinals are starting to catch their heat and get going?
49ers at home. Give me the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough to
They
go
had a get right
against.
game last week against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Came out, put 30 up, 30-13.
Yep.
I think that's. Ooh, what a dive.
Yep. And
I'll
then
take that
next.
2 extra points. But San Francisco minus 7.5. Honestly, I take it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I don't take over 49.5, but I take San Francisco.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think it's a 28-10 game kind of thing. Like, yeah, I think San Francisco wins this one cleanly with no struggle. Yeah. I think Cardinals at least score a touch. Like Marvin might get open for a touchdown, but yeah, I don't think it's a struggle. The 49ers also play in Seattle Thursday night, so that is going to be a great game, especially if the 49ers win this. I mean, either way, if they win this one, they're carrying momentum into Seattle. If they lose this one, they absolutely need that win in Seattle. So almost either. Damn, Kirk is just fucking carving them up, Kirky. And who does Cardinals have? Arizona's in Green Bay next week, and it's starting to get cold out. So yeah, I think Arizona, they lose this game, they fall to 1-4. They lose against the Packers, they're looking at 1-5. And meanwhile, 49ers, they win the next two, they're looking at 4-2. So yeah, I think that this is an important game for both teams to kind of be in a better spot. But yeah, ultimately I think the 49ers win. I think they take that spread, and I think it is the under.
Yeah.
But moving right there with the Packers, though, same records. We have 2-2 Packers in California in Inglewood and SoFi Stadium against the Rams of 1-3.
Jordan Love came back. How's he look?
I think they're gonna have controversy later. It's gonna be silly, but Jordan Love, Malik Willis controversy only because Malik went 2-0 and looked so good. I think that the temptation will be to put him back in, and then he will look terrible late in the season. I think he had his 2 good games, and they're done. So I think that Jordan Love is supposed to be the answer and should be the answer. I think Stafford being banged up still, the Rams are just in a rough spot, and
there's so many injuries.
They threw everything against the 49ers to get that dub, and then they lost last week to who did the Rams just lose to?
You can click on their schedule and find out. Click on their
Green Bay. They lost to Green Bay. Oh yeah.
They lost to the Bears.
Oh yeah, I'm a week ahead. They lost to the Bears. That's who it was. So yeah, so that is not a good look for. Wait, no, week 4 Green Bay. Oh yeah, Rams. Jesus. Okay, yeah, you're right. My bad. Yep.
Right,
See, yeah, I'm having a moment. So yeah, so the Rams lost to the Bears last week, which I don't think is a good look for them. And so yeah, I think that they struggle here against Green Bay. Green Bay's out in nice weather, California. They get to chill and have a good weekend. So I think that Packers win this. I think I like Packers -3 as well. I think the spread is that's enough. I think they get a touchdown win, 4 or 5 points at least. I would take the under on that though, because I really don't think the Rams are putting up much points. I really don't think that they're getting in the end so much.
I think Josh Jacobs has a big game. I also hope so secretly for my fantasy team.
Yeah.
But
yeah, which means I hope not because we're playing each other. But yeah, I mean, I think that that's probably accurate though too, because he hasn't done like too much this year, and that's where the whole trade between the Rams and the Raiders. Yeah, like the whole Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs replacement thing was just kind of like an odd trade to begin with, and so that whole thing that went down with them moving pieces like that feels odd and like it didn't make sense. They should have just kept Aaron Jones. You have the chemistry. He's a little bit older than Josh Jacobs, but like they're basically the same player. But Aaron Jones has a little bit better receptions, and so like that's how you get in the end zone when they can do both. So
yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I like the Packers in that one. Yeah, I think Josh Jacobs finally gets going. I think Jordan Love does all right that game. I don't think it's a clear cut, oh, he's back, he's the guy. But I think it's an ugly game, and the Packers get the win. But yeah, I take that under.
Yeah. And then last 4 o'clock game, Giants travel across the country to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks -6.5, over under set at 43.5. What do you think?
I don't love the 43.5 over under because I think there's a good chance that
this game ends.
Hold on, we got a spike at 2 seconds. 1 second spike. Oh boy. Oh boy, we got a 1 second spike on Thursday Night Football. Arthur Smith is hype. We're in Kirk Cousins' ear.
Been having issues all night.
Yeah, block kick, 2 missed kicks. Todd Bowles looking pissed. Yeah, that's tough. This is a situation. Yeah, we pause here for a second, but yeah, we're gonna get back to Giants Seahawks in a second because this is. We want to pretend we're not recording during the game, but we are recording during the game, and we are football fans before we are podcasters. Not the delay a game. He wants it at 52 instead of 47 because everybody keeps missing between 40 and 50 and then makes it after 50. 50 yards is like the weird curse threshold this year.
Oh my god. Yeah, why are the refs standing over the football?
Did they keep it? Yeah, they did. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah.
I don't understand why the ref was standing over.
Yeah, he was standing. Yeah, that's dude. Yeah, see, weird ass rules like that are what gets weird. Yeah, sorry for the silence, everyone. If you're watching Thursday Night Football with us live, or if you're watching it afterwards, or you watched this last night, you'll see that in this last second of the game, it is just kind of chaos right now with the refs not seemingly having it under control. Yeah, Falcons coach is pissed. He's standing on the ball. He's standing. That's gonna be a meme tomorrow. Twitter's taking that one to the grave.
It's X now, but yeah.
Yeah, no Redskins and Twitter. I'm dead. I'm dead on those. That's the hills I'm dying on.
Redskins, Twitter, and Oakland.
Yeah, Redskins, Twitter, and Oakland. Yeah, that's fucking. I gave you San Diego for the Chargers, and I don't call them that anymore. That's the only one. I gave them that one, and then everyone else started changing, and I was like, no, you get one. You got one. Literally, I'm Grandpa Pepperidge Farm. Come on, young ho.
Right down the middle. You got your overtime.
Yay, more football. Let's fucking go. We always like to see more football.
Now we get to listen to the bullshit NFL football overtime rules.
Yeah, it's fucking the goofiness of it. I mean, yeah, from
probably sounded like shit moving away from my mic so far.
No, you're good. All right, well, yeah, while we have a break, Danny, we'll finish up our predictions. Yeah. So we're talking about Giants Seahawks.
Yeah, Giants travel across the country to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks -6.5, over under at 43.5. I do believe I cut you off talking about the over under. I guess
the game did, yeah. I think that this Giants don't score a lot at all. I think it's 3-7-10 for them. I don't think that they put up more than that. I don't think the Seahawks have any interest in putting up 35 points with no fight.
The Giants don't score touchdowns; they just kick field goals.
Yeah,
it's Malik Neighbors.
Right, I just feel like the Seahawks can do enough.
The Seahawks have a pretty decent defense.
I think that they kind of shut them. Like they're smart enough to lock up Malik, and then now what? And so, yeah, give me the Seahawks at 6.5. Give me the Seahawks. Give me the under, because again, I don't think that they go running wild with it. I think 28-3 is a reasonable score for that game. 28-10 or whatever, and that still puts you at the under.
I agree with all of the above. The Giants are probably going to kick 3 field goals and score 9 points.
Yep.
The Seahawks probably score 2
with an 80-yard touchdown that gets called back for holding.
Yeah.
The Giants would have 2 touchdowns, but one got called back for holding, one got called back because Seahawks called a timeout or some shit.
Ineligible man down.
Yes, illegal contact because they hit a guy in the chin or something stupid.
Illegal hands to the face.
Yes, 5-yard penalty, cost him a touchdown.
Yeah, so I take the Seahawks at home, -6.5, easy, and I also take the under because, like I
said, the Giants aren't contributing. Yeah, they're not contributing much.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
And then, man, Steelers fans, if you could do me a solid in this football game,
do me a little favor here.
Yeah, the Saints did it for me earlier this season. They beat the Cowboys and then gave the Eagles a win. So the Steelers could do the same here, beat the Cowboys. For the record, we are talking about the Cowboys Sunday night game.
Yep.
Cowboys come to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Pittsburgh is 2.5 point favorites, which is wild to
I
me.
was just looking at that,
I know their defense is good,
but not that good. Not that good.
yeah, because the offense isn't doing shit.
No, yeah, that's
I
yeah.
like Justin Fields, but they're just not scoring points. The games they've won have all been like 17-10 games.
Yeah, barely. They beat the Chargers, but not by a ton. They were in the 20s. They beat the Broncos
Yeah.
in the 20s. Like, yeah, they're not crushing people. And now
Yeah.
you're putting up against the Cowboys defense, and banged up or not, I think the Cowboys look at this as like their get right game. Like they've been kind of struggling and fumbling the bag. Like they need to kill the Steelers to get back on
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah. And Dak plays better in games where he's the underdog. So,
Yeah. And Dallas
yeah.
is at home next week against Detroit. Pittsburgh is on the road in Las Vegas. So Pittsburgh could be looking at this as like they need this one because they have a good chance of winning next week. But also they lose this one, like they have a chance to get right next week, like the
They
Raiders.
lose this one and the Ravens win. They're tied.
Yeah, and that's
Real
they go away from that 3-0 hot start, and
Yeah.
it just everything fumbles, and now they're right back to where
Yeah.
people thought they were gonna be.
I
So
just don't have faith in the Steelers offense.
No.
I don't see
Yeah.
them putting up more than 20
Yeah.
points, and I see
Not a big
Cowboys
fan of
easily
Pickens.
scoring 3 touchdowns.
I'm not a big fan of Pickens. Have not been.
Yeah.
Pickett or Pickens. Was not a fan of either coming in. I did not think either one were
Pickett
gonna.
plays for the Eagles now.
Well, no, that's what I mean. But yeah, I didn't think either one were gonna have the potential that they were expected to have.
Yeah. I agree.
However, Najee Harris is a fucking freak. Like that kid.
Yeah.
I hope he
TJ
gets.
Watt too.
Yeah, TJ Watt too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just on the offensive side of the ball, like I hope Najee, if the Steelers are going to be in this shitty rebuilding phase for a few years, I hope he gets out of there and gets the Derrick Henry treatment, gets to go to a team that's going to run him through everyone. But
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, for me, I mean, yeah, give me the Cowboys. Obviously, then the spread, I'm taking the Cowboys. Over under though, I mean, I think both teams do score some points. That's a tie. I think that spread is like perfect because I mean 27-17 ish puts you right at 44, and like that's kind of what I feel like this game could be. So, I mean, I would. Oh, yeah, I guess give me the under because I think the Cowboys are going to show up on defense, and I think they're going to do their best to keep the Steelers out. So a touchdown,
Sure.
2, maybe a couple field goals. Yeah, that was a big hit.
But,
Big hit here in overtime. 30-30 Falcons Buccaneers. 9 minutes to go in overtime. Drake London just took a hell of a hit in the middle of the field.
yeah. No, I agree with you. I think the Cowboys win by probably 10 points. At least a touchdown, probably
Yeah.
closer to 10.
Yeah, yep. I said,
And,
27-17 is kind of where I think that might fall, and that puts you at a 44-point total.
Yeah. So I agree with you. I'd stay away from the over under, but I definitely
Yes,
take
yeah.
Cowboys money line, and honestly, I'd take the Cowboys minus. I'd
Plus-
take the Cowboys minus 5.5.
Yeah, that's, yeah,
I
and
think they win
that's,
by 6 points easy.
yeah, I think it's a touchdown by no stretch of the imagination. So, all right, and then
That's why we're degenerates. So.
facts. Yeah, we are gonna make these bets when we're all done. So, that's something I want to start doing is as we go through these, like make these bets, like put like $1 on each of our 3 leg parlays, like over, under, and money lines. Like we should be throwing down the bets on these as we're doing them.
There's another podcast that I appreciate, and that's one of the things they do. They have three guys on it, and each of them picks a leg. Well, there's 4 guys with the tech guy, and each of them picks a leg, and then they make that bet every week.
Yeah, we
They
should.
pick, like their
Any
rules,
leg
you have
stuff.
To pick, you have to pick something that's like player specific. So like,
Where
like
Mondre Stevenson scores 50 yards, or
Yeah,
Deshaun
exactly.
Watson throws a touchdown, or whatever. Like you're
Yeah.
picking player props individually. Oh my god. Is that game?
Oh, that is game. Yeah, they got the football. Touchdown wins it. That's game. Kirk Cousins just threw a crazy.
Oh
50-yard
my
pass.
god.
It was more of like a 6-yard pass that turned into a 40.
He hit the
40-yard
seam and just started
Yeah.
taking big boy steps,
Gone.
and they could not catch him. 36-30, Falcons Bucks final. Falcons moved to 3-2. Bucks dropped to 3-2.
run. Yeah.
Holy
Suddenly
shit!
the Falcons don't look like such idiots for taking Penix
No.
and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I mean they dogged up their defense too, and that's
Yeah.
important. I mean, yeah, I think both these teams are like they're for real. Like they both put up points. Like I think both these teams are I think the NFC South could be a 3-team playoff for sure. Like these two teams look
Yeah,
for real. The Saints look for real. Like the Panthers are obviously dog shit, but
yeah. I don't
damn.
agree with you, but remember
I
a few
don't agree.
minutes ago when I said about the NFL's bullshit overtime rules?
Yeah,
Case in point.
that was crazy. I can't believe that. Yeah, I wish
That
the
was
fact
exciting, but how much more exciting
it
would this
would
be if
be
the Buccaneers got the football and they needed a touchdown in
37-30. You give
overtime?
Baker the ball at the 35 and it's his
Yeah,
turn. Yeah, fuck yeah. Give me a shot to see
I
it.
want. You brought it up. So I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you brought it up. The college football overtime rules, which are, in my opinion, the best overtime rules, with the exception of ice hockey.
That's like
Um,
you're at the 25 and you have to score or
yeah,
whatever and it's like
25 yard line. Each team gets the ball,
you try to
and
score and go from
yeah,
there. Field goal, touchdown, touchdown.
yeah.
Whoever outscores wins after a round.
If you go to three overtimes, then if you score a touchdown, you have to go for two, and they just keep going until one team wins.
Yeah, and that's it. It
It,
forces you to try for touchdowns, which
yes,
that's why like I said too. It's such a crazy thing, but like get rid of the fucking kickoffs and everything. Like extra
I
points, field goals, kickoffs. Like there's no need for it. Like give them 4th and 35 and see if they can convert. If they can't,
yeah,
the other team gets the ball. Like do
yes,
fun shit. Don't do that anymore. That's
yeah.
dumb. That's dumb.
I want to see if I had to pick if I were had the magic wand, I'm making NFL overtime rules. We're stealing college football with the exception of we're starting at the 45 yard line.
Yeah, I think they are too close.
So you
Work
need
for a
like
little
10
bit.
yards to really have a good realistic chance at a field
Field
goal.
goal. Yeah, you got to at least
And
get
so
one
that's
first
that's one
down.
first down.
Yeah, and
And
if not the
then
first down, you get a couple of yards to get yourself into decent
right,
range,
you
kick
get
your
it's a
field
long
goal.
field goal
Yeah,
at least.
but
Yeah.
you at least you gain 2 or 3 yards. And now you're kicking a field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he
And
hit
then
that
the other
seam and he
team
was
gets a chance
gone.
to answer. Yes. Yeah. Um
Damn.
but yeah, it's something. And speaking of college football, I looked at the schedule. There's no real big games this weekend.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing, nothing super crazy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. I
only
mean,
ranked
damn.
matchup is number 9 Missouri at 25 Texas A&M. And Texas A&M is
Yeah.
favored in that. I think
Alabama might
Missouri.
murder Vanderbilt, like
Yeah,
legitimately
all the other
kill
games are
people.
like, okay, I'm sure there will be an upset somewhere, but I
Yeah,
don't.
but nothing expected. I don't even see is
Yeah,
Texas even on here? Who's Texas play this week? Do I not see them?
they're probably on a bye week.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
college football
crazy.
has like
We're playing
3 bye
swag
weeks.
surfing and Kirk's going nuts. That's insane. I'm so jealous of that man.
Penn State is on a bye week.
Damn.
Michigan
Yeah.
travels across the country to play Washington, so
I don't
that should be a
know.
good game.
UCLA plays in Penn State.
Oh, do they?
Yep. Saturday,
So,
October 5th at noon.
oh,
Tickets as low as $21, AJ. What are you doing
I
Saturday
had
at
tickets
noon?
and I sold them, so what can you do?
It's alright. We can just go. It's fine.
For all of our listeners, I am a season ticket holder to Penn State, so that when Michigan comes to town, I have tickets already.
I had tickets already. That's the
Sell every other game.
AJ knows what he's doing. Yeah, I might go to that $21. That's not bad. I could take the boys up there on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, it should be packed. There's probably going to be a lot of UCLA fans. Like, how often does UCLA come to the East Coast? Pretty much never until now because they took
Yeah.
the weekend.
Okay, yeah, I'm super intrigued. I'm gonna have to look that up tomorrow at work. I might take the boys to the game Saturday. I might just fuck around. Me and the boys go up to Penn State.
There you go. I would be missing a huge headline here if I didn't mention it, but your racing team, 23XI, sued NASCAR today
Jesus.
with Furniture Row Racing over their charter system. It was actually yesterday, not today. But
I typed in Michael Jordan sues NASCAR, and the first article I got was Michael Jordan suing NASCAR, and he's in the right. Love it. It got personal now. NASCAR could be changed forever.
Yeah, it's real interesting. NASCAR, I'm not going to go too into the weeds with the lawsuit. You can look that up on your own, because it is very in the weeds. But essentially, NASCAR forever has been this is my sport, I own it, this is my ball. If you don't like the rules, go home. Somebody else will take your spot. To their credit, they've made, I can only assume, what is millions of dollars. They're a private
Billions.
company.
Yeah.
So they've made a ton of money, and it has always worked for him. Somebody has stepped up to take the spot. But now they have gone against Michael Jordan, who, as
Has the
somebody
money to fuck
pointed out,
around.
last year with the Jordan brand alone made $330 million with just the Jordan brand,
That's just Jordan Brand.
which
Like
is
that's
which is just short of $1 million a day. So to pay some legal team $50,000 a day to retain them while they go through a lawsuit is
not to mention
couch
it's
money
it's
to the
one of
Jets.
those things where once you're that big, any lawyer in the country wants to take that job for
Well,
free because they get their
I
fucking name on that job. So they're like $1 million isn't shit whenever I get to be the guy that fought in NASCAR for Michael
uh-huh.
Jordan, like my
Well,
law firm.
I forget the gentleman's name, but the lawyer that they hired is the lawyer that took on the NCAA with NIL. No, Jeffrey Kessler. I just said
That's
his
why
name.
it said NASCAR could be
Uh,
changed forever because they knew
yes,
he's not fucking around.
he took on that. He took on the United States women's soccer team getting equal pay. Those are like his two like big things. Like he just won, but he's done lawsuits in all the four sports, and basically he's known for winning all of them.
He looks
So
like a guy you do not want opposing you in court. Holy
right,
shit. That man does not, you do not want that guy. Co
yeah,
executive chairman of Winston and Strawn. Yeah, you don't want that fucking guy on the other side of the table whenever
yeah,
you're arguing for shit.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's rough.
this is
This is big.
huge news in, I would say, not only NASCAR but also motor racing, because they essentially are suing NASCAR for being a monopoly on stock car racing.
Right.
So it has the opportunity to basically change the
Everything.
sport of stock car racing for the future.
Damn.
Just to kind of give you a very high level overview.
Well, I sure fucking
NASCAR,
hope Michael Jordan buys a football team and does this shit to the NFL too, because that's the same goddamn thing. Because the
well,
XFL and the UFL all keep failing, and you know it's because the NFL keeps choking up the media rights from them and taking everything that they have to advertise. So
yeah, I think the NFL is kind of on board though with the new, what is the new
interesting.
UFL now? Is that
Is
the one
yeah,
that
they've.
they
I think since they've
they
merged, I
merged?
think
Yeah,
once they merged, they became like a product of the NFL, like a G League type deal.
yeah, exactly. So I think they kind of got on board, but NASCAR basically says no. And NASCAR owns not only the series and